The Psychology of Money. About the book and author, The Psychology of Money. Before starting the video, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel, released in 2020, explores how human behavior and psychology shape financial decisions. It quickly gained recognition for its insights into money management, investing, and the psychological factors that drive financial choices. One of the book's main themes is that understanding human behavior is key to financial success. Housel explains that while traditional finance focuses on numbers, it often overlooks the emotional and psychological aspects. He explores common cognitive biases, like loss aversion and overconfidence, which can lead to poor financial decisions. Through real-life stories and examples, Housel shows how people's attitudes toward money are influenced by personal experiences, cultural backgrounds, and societal norms. He stresses the importance of long-term thinking, patience, and understanding one's risk tolerance. A key takeaway is that wealth isn't just about income or investment returns. It's about making sound financial decisions over time. Housel argues that true financial success lies in managing behavior rather than trying to outsmart the market or chase quick gains. This book offers practical advice for both experienced investors and those new to financial planning. It encourages readers to build a healthier relationship with money and make better decisions for their financial future. Introduction to the Psychology of Money. In The Psychology of Money, Morgan Housel presents money as a central character in the drama of life, showcasing contrasting stories of wealth. He reflects on his college years as a valet at a luxury hotel, where he met a tech executive who displayed his wealth extravagantly yet recklessly, throwing cash around without thought. This ostentation foreshadowed his financial downfall. In contrast, Housel tells the story of Ronald Reed, a modest janitor from Vermont who quietly built his fortune through smart investments and patience. Reed's humble life starkly contrasts with that of Richard Firestone, a Merrill Lynch executive whose lavish lifestyle led to financial ruin. These stories illustrate that financial success is more about human behavior than mere intellect. Housel's exploration of financial psychology is rooted in his experience chronicling financial crises. He argues that finance often defies logic, influenced by the unpredictable nature of human behavior. The book invites readers to delve into 20 chapters, each exploring a facet of financial psychology, aiming to offer clear insights and provoke reflection. As we navigate the complexities of wealth, The Psychology of Money seeks to illuminate the timeless truths about our relationship with money, encouraging us to understand the emotional and behavioral forces that shape our financial lives. Let's begin with a summary of Chapter 1, No One's Crazy. Chapter 1 of The Psychology of Money explores how human behavior and decision-making regarding money can appear rational, but are deeply rooted in individual experiences, perspectives, and historical contexts. Housel argues that what seems irrational to one person might make perfect sense to another based on their life circumstances. Key points. Unique perspectives. Financial decisions are influenced by factors such as upbringing, generational experiences, and economic conditions. For instance, someone who lived through the Great Depression might be very cautious about spending and saving, while a younger person who has only known economic stability may be more willing to take risks. Emotional and social influences. Decisions are often driven by emotions, pride, and societal norms rather than rational analysis. A person might invest heavily in a trend because of peer pressure or the desire to fit in, even if the investment is not sound. Evolution of financial concepts. The chapter discusses the relatively recent evolution of financial ideas like retirement savings and consumer debt, noting that society's limited experience with these concepts can lead to poor financial behaviors. Consider two investors. Investor grew up during the Great Recession. Having witnessed financial struggle, they are overly cautious, hoarding cash and avoiding investments altogether. Investor B, on the other hand, is in their 20s and has seen a booming economy. They invest aggressively in tech stocks, believing in the potential for quick returns. While Investor A's caution might seem overly paranoid, it's a reflection of their lived experience. Conversely, Investor B's risky behavior might appear irrational, but it aligns with their optimistic perspective shaped by a stable economic environment. The chapter concludes that while financial behaviors may seem irrational, they are shaped by complex individual experiences. This sets the foundation for understanding human financial behavior, which will be further explored in subsequent chapters. Summary of Chapter 2, Luck Risk. Chapter 2 of The Psychology of Money examines the intertwined concepts of luck and risk, and their profound effects on success and failure. Housel illustrates this by comparing the stories of Bill Gates and his friend Kent Evans. Gates's success was significantly influenced by fortunate circumstances, such as attending Lakeside School, which offered him access to advanced computing resources in the late 1960s. In contrast, Kent Evans had a promising future cut short by a tragic mountaineering accident. Key points. Luck and risk as interconnected forces. The chapter emphasizes that luck and risk are often two sides of the same coin, both influencing life outcomes in unpredictable ways. Gates benefited from a rare opportunity luck, while Evans faced an unlikely but tragic risk. Societal perceptions. Society tends to celebrate successes as purely the result of merit and skill, while failures are often seen as a consequence of poor decisions. This oversimplification overlooks the complex dynamics of luck and risk that contribute to both outcomes. Reevaluating success and failure. Housel encourages readers to reevaluate their understanding of success and failure, highlighting the importance of recognizing the roles of luck and risk in personal and professional endeavors. Imagine two entrepreneurs. Entrepreneur launches a tech startup in a thriving market during a time of high demand for their product. Their success is partly due to being in the right place at the right time. This is luck. Entrepreneur B starts a business in a saturated market and works tirelessly to innovate. Despite their efforts, they face unforeseen challenges and ultimately fail. While Entrepreneur A's success may be celebrated as a triumph of skill, it's essential to acknowledge the luck involved. Meanwhile, Entrepreneur B's failure might be seen solely as a lack of effort, ignoring the risks they took in a difficult environment. The chapter concludes by reminding us that success and failure are more nuanced than they appear. Understanding the roles of luck and risk can foster humility in success and empathy in failure, which is crucial for navigating life's uncertainties. Summary of Chapter 3. Never Enough. Chapter 3 of The Psychology of Money focuses on the concept of enough in the realms of wealth and success. It opens with a story about Joseph Heller, the author of Catch-22, who, when confronted by a billionaire about wealth, quipped that he has something the billionaire will never have: enough. This sets the tone for a discussion about the dangers of the insatiable pursuit of more. Key points. The dangers of desiring more. Housel uses the stories of Rajat Gupta, who was convicted of insider trading, and Bernie Madoff, infamous for his Ponzi scheme, to illustrate how even great success can lead to ruin if individuals are driven by an endless desire for more. Their relentless pursuit ultimately led to unethical behavior and personal downfall. Social comparison. The chapter highlights how comparing oneself to others fuels a cycle of dissatisfaction and desire. The pursuit of wealth, power, and prestige often blinds individuals to what they already possess. Recognizing enough. Understanding when one has enough is presented as essential for achieving happiness and fulfillment. Housel argues that knowing when to stop taking unnecessary risks is crucial for preserving one's reputation, relationships, and overall well-being. Consider two individuals. Individual A is a successful business owner who makes a comfortable living but constantly feels unhappy because they compare themselves to billionaires and strive for more wealth, leading to stress and poor decisions. Individual B, despite having less financial success, recognizes what is sufficient for their happiness. They focus on their family, health, and community, leading to greater contentment and fulfillment in life. Chapter 3 emphasizes that true happiness comes from recognizing when you have enough. It warns against the risks of always wanting more and encourages readers to find contentment in what they already possess, ultimately fostering a more fulfilling life. Summary of Chapter 4. The Power of Compounding. Chapter 4 of The Psychology of Money explores the concept of compounding and its critical role in financial growth. The author draws parallels between the natural world, particularly ice ages, and the accumulation of wealth over time. Key points. Small changes, big results. The chapter begins by discussing how small shifts in environmental conditions, like those that triggered ice ages, can lead to significant long-term effects. This serves as an analogy for how minor, consistent investments can compound into substantial wealth. Warren Buffett's success. Warren Buffett is highlighted as a prime example of how long-term investment and the power of compounding contribute to wealth accumulation. His success isn't just about smart investing, but about the extended time frame over which he has invested. While other investors like Jim Simons may achieve higher annual returns, Buffett's approach leads to greater total wealth due to the compounding effect. Understanding compounding. The chapter also discusses how people often struggle to grasp the true nature of compounding. For example, Bill Gates' initial doubts about the potential of Gmail's storage capacity illustrate how counterintuitive exponential growth can be. Importance of patience. Housel emphasizes that understanding the power of compounding requires patience. Sustainable, consistent returns over time are more beneficial than chasing high short-term yields. Imagine two investors. Investor A invests $1,000 at an annual return of 7% and leaves it untouched for 30 years. Through compounding, their investment grows to over $7,600. Investor B also invests $1,000, but withdraws a portion each year to chase higher returns. Despite achieving a higher return of 10% for a few years, their total wealth after 30 years is significantly less than Investor A's because they missed out on the compounding benefits. Chapter 4 underscores the transformative potential of compounding, advocating for a long-term perspective in financial decisions. It highlights the need to appreciate compounding's effects and to cultivate patience in investment strategies, as these factors can dramatically shape one's financial future. Summary of Chapter 5: Getting Wealthy vs. Staying Wealthy. Chapter 5 of The Psychology of Money contrasts the fortunes of two investors during the Great Depression, Jesse Livermore and Abraham Dumansky. Key points. Jesse Livermore. He became extremely wealthy by shorting the market during the Great Depression, taking advantage of falling stock prices. However, his initial success led to overconfidence and excessive risk-taking, ultimately resulting in his financial ruin. Abraham Dumansky. In contrast, Dumansky's heavy investments in the market without a clear strategy led to his downfall. His story highlights how rapid gains can quickly turn to losses if not managed properly. Survival mindset. The chapter emphasizes that surviving in the investment world is more crucial than just achieving growth. Warren Buffett is cited as a model of longevity and consistency, demonstrating that a survival mentality is vital for sustained financial success. Rick Guerin's story. Guerin exemplifies someone who failed to maintain wealth due to impatience and using leverage to amplify his investments, showing the risks of taking on too much too quickly. Core lessons. Margin of safety. Always have a buffer in your investments to protect against losses. Barbell strategy. Balance optimism for long-term gains with caution in the short term. Humility and frugality. Acknowledge the risks and remain prudent to avoid complacency. Consider two entrepreneurs. Entrepreneur operates a successful business but consistently reinvests profits and maintains a frugal lifestyle. When faced with economic downturns, they adapt and survive, eventually thriving again. Entrepreneur B quickly expands, taking on large debts and living extravagantly. When the market shifts, they face dire financial straits and cannot recover. Chapter 5 stresses that while achieving wealth may require bold moves and insights, maintaining it demands a cautious, survival-focused approach. It warns against the pitfalls of overconfidence and encourages readers to prioritize strategies that ensure long-term security over short-term gains. If you are enjoying this video, please subscribe to the channel.